So, back from my trip to Manhattan. Unfortunately, not in time to catch the Sisterhooves Social, so I asked the other members of the Apple family to recap the events of the day for me. Things started out just the same as always that day. Apple Bloom and Applejack were rehearsing together and practicing for the various events of the Sisterhooves Social and having a good old time goofing around and being silly as sisters tend to do. Big Matt was helping Granny Smith find a blue ribbon that was going to be the prize for the event up in the attic. As they went through some of their attic memories, Big Matt got a little nostalgic and tried to do some bonding with Apple Bloom, but she had no time for him and wanted to give all of her love and praise to Applejack, which made Big Mac understandably a little jealous, though he wouldn't show it outright. After Applejack was told away to the Manhattan mission, the Sisterhood Social had to go on without her. At first, it was the suggestion of Stoodaloo that Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom watch her and Rainbow Dash compete, as this would be Stoodaloo and Rainbow Dash's first time competing as sisters in the Sisterhoods Social. How nice it is that all three young fillies all have sisters now and can perhaps one day finally do this, all three of them together, raising the question as to who really would come in first, second, and third in each of the different events. But moving on with our little story. With Apple Bloom unable to attend the Sisterhood's Social, she fell into somewhat of a depression, no longer interested in doing anything or allowing anything to entertain her. Even though Big Mac tried to cheer her up, he wasn't able to. So he came up with the next best idea, to participate in the Sisterhood's Social himself, posing as one of Apple Bloom's cousins and dressing in drag, taking on the appearance of a mare instead of a stallion, hoping to fit in with the other mares who were also participating in the Sisters Only event. This greatly embarrassed Apple Bloom, as it seemed that no pony was fooled by Big Mac dressing in women's clothing to try and pass himself off as a female. Well, almost no one. Regardless, he was accepted into the competition and got to participate with Apple Bloom. They participated in a large number of events, both tests of talent and coordination, as well as tests of physical skill. However, the combination of the dress and various other factors was making the team somewhat discoordinated, and they weren't able to perform at their peak proficiency as they would have if had Big Mac not put on the fancy clothing. Ultimately, this led to Big Mac trying a little too hard to win the competition, and his extremely impressive strength destroyed the obstacle course and caused injury to other competitors. This got him and Apple Bloom disqualified, and so Rainbow Dash and Stoodaloo won the Sisterhoods Social. At the end, it was revealed that the judges knew the whole time that Big Mac was the one underneath the dress and was only pretending to be a female, and that Big Mac's identity and gender really didn't matter in the long run. What matters was that he competed fairly and honestly, and since he hadn't done this, he had to take his punishment and learn a lesson. At the end of the day, Big Mac and Apple Bloom sat under a tree discussing their feelings and explaining what they were really thinking on the inside. Big Mac humiliated at how wrong he had been up until now, and admitting how desperately he had wanted to be considered a hero in the eyes of his little sister once again. Apple Bloom admitted that she still considers Big Mac her hero, and their bond grew even stronger. And when Applejack returned from Manhattan, she chose to spend extra time with her big brother. Overall, it was a good day, and it was great to see the Sisterhooves Social revisited, and to know that Stoodaloo and Rainbow Dash had that chance to bond as well. Unfortunately, nothing to be done for Sweetie Belle, but she didn't seem to mind nearly as much as Apple Bloom did. The picture of the day, unfortunately I wasn't able to take one myself. Some pony did take a picture, and I've hung it up nevertheless. It's the Sisterhooves Social. Anyhow, that's all about the recapping I have for now. Unfortunately, I didn't witness the event myself, but sometimes these things can't be helped. Hope you enjoyed hearing the story anyhow.